why is water going to be a problem for data centers? In which sense?
It's to do with what we've been traditionally using as the default way to cool the servers, because 2/3 of all of the energy demand tends to be in the servers, but 1/3 is in the cooling. And the kind of default way we've been doing it up till now has been sort of air handling units on a chilled water circuit that has a secondary circuit that goes to a cooling tower. And because the heat is so consistent, the quickest way to kind of reduce it is to have like that open loop system where the water comes down, the wind can get at it, but you lose a certain amount. And globally, it's something like 1.8 liters of water for, is it a kilowatt? I think it is, of 8 kilowatts of power that they're using. So it's quite a lot of, when you use that traditional cooling system, there is a lot of water usage, and it's kind of overlooked because there's only, as I say, there's only 11,000 of these sort of buildings in the world. And when we look at LCA and these other things, there's a section for water called B7. But historically, people ignore B7 because most building types don't have a very high water consumption. But there is carbon involved. We use about depending on what country you're in, about 0.34 to 4.3 kilograms of carbon to process and distribute a cubic meter of water. So not just data centers, but any large sort of industrial enterprise that uses a lot of water is de facto using quite a bit of carbon.
In that specific category of the ranking, yeah. And it's a matter of consumption of water, or it will also be considered the pollution of water, because you are mentioning the water gets evaporated, but if they return that water in any form to the grid again, right? That water will be at a certain temperature. Is that also pollution of water? It's considered as pollution of water?
It's two loops within the heating system, so it's more to do with just the general consumption. But the consumption, to take Spain, for example, it's not a theoretical problem, it's a present day problem. So if you go to Spain has, you probably know this, a problem where farmland is becoming desert slowly because the global changes in weather that have already happened mean that there's insufficient rainfall to refill the aquifers underground. So businesses like intensive farming or data centers that draw water, say, from aquifers, essentially through the water grid, they're impacting the ecology of Spain like present day now, not 5 years, not 10 years now. It's actually visibly observable.
Or golf camps, or a type of agriculture that is not natural from our country, like avocados or the like, right? The type of high demand agricultural products that are not meant to be grown there.
Yeah. So in some countries, they would feel this bite far more intensely and be aware of it than other countries where there's water scarcity isn't a problem yet.